Hi, dear amigos. Yeah, I think you want to know the meaning of the word amigos. I think you can guess, of course. The word amigos. What's the meaning of the word amigos? Friends, buddies. Hi, buddies. Hi, amigos. All right, today we are going to learn some English idioms. And these idioms are very, very important. The idioms which I'm going to give you today are meaningfully packed. So you can use those idioms in order to give the evidence of your proper learning, of your proper knowledge. People to whom you are talking using this kind of idioms will, of course, respect your English. Let us start right away. First one, to make sudden and complete change. Here should be A. Okay, let me just write the article A here. To make a sudden and complete change of someone's plans. Say, if you suddenly make a complete change of your plans, what sort of an idiom will you use? English idiom. And these idioms are used worldwide. It is not that these idioms are used only in a particular country. If you use these idioms in a different country, the people living there will fail to understand you. Nothing of that sort. These idioms are internationally used. So, to make a sudden and complete change of someone's plans, the idiom is to do an about face. Okay, let me write this. Do and an about about face. To do an about face. To do an about face. This particular idiom simply means my handwriting is very bad in it. I'm sorry for that. I'm ashamed of my handwriting. This is written by somebody else. Okay, so you can understand the difference clearly between my handwriting and the handwriting of that person who has written this. All right. So, however, handwriting doesn't matter here because we are learning spoken English. To do an about face. So, let's make a sentence with this idiom to do an about face. Say you have arranged for a picnic to be held. It has been already scheduled. Now, just the day before the picnic, you announce an about face. You say that no, I'm going to do an about face. That means the plans you are changing now. So all the members should be intimated accordingly that this picnic is not going to be held tomorrow, or it is being postponed, or it is being rescheduled. Anything you like, you can use. Number two, someone who has not had much experience of life. Someone who has not had much experience of life. So, of course, you can say that that person is an inexperienced person. But if you say inexperienced, it will not, of course, mean the same as written here. Much experience of life. All right, it is not that the person is experienced or inexperienced in a certain field. Nothing of that sort. It is. It simply means the person does not have much experience of life, so he doesn't know how to deal with people because he has not had a look at the elephant. To have a look at the elephant means to have the experience of life. But here we are not going to use this idiom which I've used just to have a look at the elephant, but we are going to use some other idiom. And that idiom is easier than this one. That is a babe in the woods. Let me write this. A babe. B-A-B-E. Babe in the THE. In the woods. WOODS. A babe in the woods. Are you sending him to Kolkata to do this major task? Why? What's the problem? He is just a babe in the woods. I think he will fail to deliver the goods. He will fail to deliver the goods. To deliver the goods is another idiom, of course. So, right. So, you may use this one in any sentence you want if you want to express this particular meaning. Say you are talking about your younger brother. You are saying that he is just a babe in the woods. It's not possible for him to take the responsibility of a major task. So, a babe in the woods. Number three, lacking skill with your hands. Lacking skill, this particular phrase, remember, with your hands. That means you are not able to do something manually properly. Whenever you are asked to do something with your hands, you generally fail to do that or you make a mess of things. So, this is lacking skill with your hands. What is that particular idiom that can be used to mean this particular sense? The medium is very simple. The idiom is cack-handed. C-A-C-K. Cack hyphen handed. Handed. Cack-handed. You are asking my sister to wash the cups and saucers? I'm sorry. She is simply cack-handed. I mean, she is going to make a mess of things. She is going to break a few cups or a few saucers. So it is better for you to assign this particular task to somebody else because my sister is quite cack-handed. So this particular idiom you may use anywhere you want. It is not that these are informal idioms, not that informal. Okay, so it is you without any hesitation you can use these idioms wherever you like. Even when you are writing your examination, if you want to use idioms, then you can use these idioms. There is no objection. All right. It is not that there are certain words which are called very informal, and those words are used only in spoken English. In written English, we generally consciously avoid using those words. But here I'm giving you those idioms only which are internationally used and under all circumstances. Number four, to be very good at an activity. Someone is very good at an activity. Here, I would like to tell you that good is always followed by the preposition at before an activity. Or say he is very good at English. Don't say that he is very good in English or he is very good in mathematics. Not that, because good at is used. So you have to say he is good at mathematics, he is good at English. And here we are not learning, of course, prepositions, but still, by the way, I have told you so that particularly this particular word, this particular preposition, you know how to use after good. So here we are learning idioms. To be very good at an activity, the idiom is to be a dev hand. Let me write this. T-O-2-B-B-E-B, a dab hand. D-A-B, dab hand. H-A-N-D, dab hand. I shall request you, my dear friends, to watch this video full screen. If you watch this video full screen, it will be easier for you to make out what is written here. If you don't watch it full screen, then I think that it will be quite difficult for you to make out what is written here. Because firstly, my handwriting is very hairy, very measly, and secondly, the type is very small, of course, because this is a small board, and here I have to, of course, accommodate all these words. For that reason, I have written in very small type. Okay. To be a dab hand, make a sentence, example sentence. Dab hand is always followed by the preposition at. Remember that. To be a dev hand. Say he is a dev hand dash doing something. So what will you use in this dash? You have to use at, not in. Say he is a dev hand at playing cricket. That means he is very good at cricket. but he's not a dab hand at football. If you ask him to play football, you will see that he fails because he's not a dab hand at football. Football, or in the American way, you may say soccer. Number five, someone who works very hard and is very eager to do things. Someone who works very hard, a hard-working person. This part you should remember, is very eager to do things. He has the eagerness. He is agog to do things. If you ask him to do something, he will do this very eagerly. Sometimes this particular, the idiom which I'm going to give you, is used in uh, negative sense. So, what is the negative sense? Someone who works very hard and is very eager to do things. Sometimes we don't want that person because you see that everybody is doing things there. A particular person is coming forward and very assertively doing things in order to show people that he is good at everything. So, in this sense, generally we use this idiom, and the idiom is eager beaver. Eager beaver. Let me write this one here. Here I'm writing E A G E R. Eager beaver. B E A V E R. Eager beaver. Eager beaver. I have written this particular idiom in capital letters so that you can understand properly. I think these idioms also I should have written in uh, block capitals. It will be easier for you to make out. However, I have not written in block capitals. Here, that's why this particular idiom I have written in block capitals. So, eager beaver. He is an eager beaver. Or you may say that people are doing certain things. Suddenly, one guy comes from somewhere, comes out of nowhere, and starts doing everything on his own. And you get a little puzzled. What's the matter? Who is this guy? So you're asking your friend, who is this eager beaver? Who is this eager beaver? That is, he's enthusiastically doing everything without taking anybody's help. So you are calling him an eager beaver. And if he happens to hear the particular phrase eager beaver, this idiom eager beaver, he may be a little cut to the quick. That means he may be a little offended because this particular idiom eager beaver is not used in a positive sense. So it is better for you to use this only when you are trying to speak of somebody slightingly. Otherwise, do not use. Number six, to be criticizing you all the time. There are some people who are always criticizing you. By you, I mean anybody, okay? So you see that a particular person is there who always criticizes me. Which idiom shall I use there? I have to use a certain idiom here because we are learning idioms. So, to be criticizing you all the time, the idiom is very, very simple. To be in your face. To be in your face. Let me write this. To be in your face. Face. To be in your face. Now, instead of your, you may use any other pronoun you want. You can use that to be in his face, to be in my face, to be in her face. So you can change this particular pronoun according to the situation. So, to be in your face. Now, frame a sentence. Say there are a couple of bosses in your office, your bosses, and one of the bosses is always in your face. So your friend tells you, do you know, Mr. X, the name of one of your bosses, Mr. X is always in your face. I don't know why. What sort of an enmity he has with you that he is always in your face? He always criticizes you. I think I have been able to make this particular lesson quite clear to you. I have not, of course, written the example sentences here, but I have told you the example sentences. Try to remember the example sentences and write down a few more example sentences of your own in the comment box. I just promise, I assure you, I shall read all the example sentences you write, and if necessary, I will make necessary corrections there. And if your sentences are all right, I will give you a thumbs up. And I expect a thumbs up from you for this lesson if you have learned something from this lesson. Say this lesson has been of no use to you. In that case, I shall not, of course, ask you to like this video. If you want, you can dislike this video as well. But, my dear friends, if you give me a dislike, you have every right. But if you give me a dislike in my interest, please write down the reason in the comment box that for this particular flaw or for this particular reason, I have disliked your video. Why? It will help me immensely. How? I shall be able to remove that particular flaw from my teaching technique. Or if you want a particular English lesson on this particular channel, write down in the comment box. I shall try to satisfy your demand. And I promise I will do my best. I don't know whether I'm successful as a teacher or not. That will be assessed by you. That will be estimated by that. That will be rather evaluated by you. That's not my job to evaluate my teaching style. My viewers, my friends, my relatives. You all are my relatives, my dear friends. So I leave this particular task to you to assess my teaching technique. If there is any flaw, you have every right to mention that in the comment box. Those of you who are new on this channel, please subscribe to this channel. That is somewhat like a statutory sentence. All the YouTubers generally at the end of their videos say the same thing. And so I'm also following suit. I'm also telling you, I'm also requesting you to subscribe to this particular channel if you happen to be a new viewer. And I have seen the YouTube analytics. From the YouTube analytics, I have come to know that these videos are watched more by people who have not subscribed than by people who have subscribed. I don't know the reason. If you watch this video, if you have any sort of say you have got any sort of benefit from this video, I expect you to become a member of our family. Thank you very much. See you again in the next video session. Bye bye.